Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing something different. A lot of people express that they want to know my thoughts on the track or when I'm driving on the track, so we'll be doing that today. So this practice session is going to be my third practice session of the last Thompson time trial that we had. And in my passenger seat I have Kevin, the driver of the Red Evo, very fast driver. And I wanted him to just kind of critique my line and my driving habits and everything like that. If Kevin's watching this, I want to say thank you. Here we go. Alright, so the last two turns to Thompson here, you always want to get this right, so that's what's going on in my head. Then after over this crest, you're just going to keep the throttle pinned to the floor, keep going, all the way down the straight, shift to fifth. Keep going, wait till you see the brake signs to prep. Oh hey, there's the brake signs. 6-5-4, brake at 4. Shift from 5 to 4, 4 to 3, and trail brake, turn, etc. Turn 2 is pretty simple. And here, I turn in here and hit that cone for my apex and accelerate through. I have no issues around this part of the course. Brake for the clubhouse turn in. Could have turned in a little bit tighter to accelerate more. Then go to the right side of the track to prep for the bridge turn. Stay wide, stay wide, stay wide, stay wide, stay wide. Turn in. Accelerate. Track out as much as possible. Need to head left, but I don't do that for some reason. And this turn I've been having difficulty with all day. Stay wide, but I don't. Accelerate through. This was my favorite turn today. I finally figured this out earlier in the sessions. You aim straight for those porta potties, turn in, hit those curbs. That's pretty straightforward on that. Accelerate. Get off the gas, turn in, hit that apex, and then floor it. So first lap, that's what's going on through my mind. So for the following laps, I'm going to go over the tips and tricks and lines that Kevin had given me throughout this session. So coming in turn 1, I'm starting to brake at 5 actually, and Kevin's explaining that I am wasting way too much time from overslowing, braking early, and my acceleration is just poor from all the combination of that. So to explain that more, throughout the day I've been having trouble shifting from 5 to 3 because I was shifting from 5, 4, 3, but not, how do I explain this? I went from 5 to 4, clutch out, then 4 to 3, clutch out. So I was having so much trouble with the timing there, and I lost confidence in that turn where if I just skip shifted from 5 to 3, 5, blip, 3, I could have just done that in like a short amount of time. Right now we're in turn 7 and turn 8 of the oval. Had trouble with that all day, just not entering wide enough, and it just messed up my whole line. So turn 9 is coming out of the oval. I've been having so much fun with this all day. You just keep it on the throttle till right when you're next to those Lego barriers, aimed right at the porta potty. And halfway through you kind of just huck it left and it just sticks. And then coming out to 10 and 11, no issues, off the throttle, on the throttle. Over the crest, you kind of want to stay middle to left of the track. There's a bit of camber there, and the car just, again, hooks. It's just fun. I think I braked at 4 that time, and you could hear me shifting from 5-4, 4-3. Just a waste of time if I don't just improve on that if I just skip shift. So Kevin's pointing there, if I apex early, I can throttle earlier, and there's a lot more track than I thought over here. However, if you accelerate too early, you are going to be going into the grass. A little deep on turn 4, clubhouse turn. And here we go into the bridge. I absolutely am okay with this line. I don't want to push it too much. There's not that much runoff. And my arch nemesis of the day is turn 7 and turn 8. Just not entering wide enough, not carrying any momentum through that turn. Not saving any time there. Again, turn 9, favorite turn. I'll get left. Stay on the curb. Boom. Easy transition. I could have turned a bit better for turn 10. Turn 11, off the gas, on the throttle, right at the apex. Track out, floor it. No problem there. Alright, so I did break it at 3.5 there, but from going from 5 to 4, 4 to 3, I just didn't have enough time to get to 4 to 3. So again, that's where skip shifting is going to help me a lot. Early apex here feels great. All that track that you can use. Get back to the left for a clubhouse turn, hairpin. Better this time. And then I can accelerate there. That's where Kevin's telling me to go. You can accelerate straight and then limit your turning, you know, gain speed. I think I can accelerate earlier there and a little bit more. I don't know why I am not going left there.
On the gas, straight out.
So that time I was going in a little bit hotter and I wanted to see how hard I can push or how far I can go into that turn. Didn't work out for me. I was doing it fine before. So that led my link into 10 just terrible and slow. Ooh, hitting that red limiter. Early apex. So that early apex actually allows me to hit like 78 down this small straight. And those new Hawks allow me to brake a lot later and a lot faster, so feels great. So what Kevin's saying is second cone there, but I'm like way on the right side of the track. And for some reason, I pushed my clutch in. What was I doing? I have no idea. Good thing that there wasn't a car directly behind me, because that could have been very dangerous, especially on that turn. So
I think she's getting hot. What's that? You feel it?
OPR.
well, as Kevin said, you know, I picked up OPR, other people's rubber, and you know, I'm just not feeling good after that clutch in for some reason. I think I just need to cool off. So pull into the pits, check everything, and actually this was the session that I found that my left tire was messed up. But overall, good session. I learned a lot, and you know, from race chronos, optimized time like 129. A key few notes I want to kind of point out after doing this voiceover. I guess I'll start with the bad, or just what I was struggling throughout the day. This was the first time I was on DTC 60 Hawks. I had to find my breaking points all over again, but again, I found them. So learning experience. At turn 1, I was having a lot of difficulty shifting from 5 to 3. For the next time, I'm going to just do some skip shifting where it's either a long blip or a double blip, and then it's like less I have to do with my hands and feet, right? So it's just one set. On this day, I decided to run no traction control. I was feeling a bit confident in my car control, so what I had done was just turn off traction control, but in 350Zs you have to disconnect the yaw sensor or put a power switch. So I have the power switch, turned it off. That made me learn throttle control really fast, and traction control didn't limit my exit power at all throughout the day, so that felt great. A point that Kevin had mentioned was I was fighting grip the entire day. That day I was running 340 treadwear tires, BF Goodrich Sport Comp 2s. They're a good tire for dailying, not a good tire for track use. I had some greasy feeling like midway through the session. I mean, they're also a year old, so I couldn't ask for more. But next year, 200 treadwear. I think I'm gonna go with Hancocks. And the good points. So on the good points, turn 9, Kevin had mentioned that taking that turn, going straight at the porta potties, and then hucking it left is a very ballsy move, but it is very efficient, and I just love the way it feels. So I'm just gonna keep doing that, because from the oval, you know, I'm like 75% throttle, and then the tarmac changes, and I'm already pointing at the porta potties. So I feel like that's a good way to take that turn. Hopefully there is not a better way, and I'm just doing it right initially, but we'll see. Kevin had also mentioned that my lines were good. They weren't terrible, they weren't great, but they're good. And I think that if I had done the time trials, I could have got a sub 130. However, I only had 3 sessions because I burnt out a tire. Even though these were my 3 sessions in the morning and I didn't do anything else that day, I did get beat my personal best of 133 to a 1 minute 30 with some change. So that's a good point. Anywho, thank you for watching.